sick of this. Sick of these people. I'm sick of these haters and jealous people in real life too. And when all I did was protect that girl.
And I don't want to hear from none of these Jewish talk about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Pasnick followed me to the hotel. They kill Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't clear the Backstreet Boys sample.
The legal equivalent of pressing the snooze button on an alarm clock is what Diddy's legal team is doing out here. His attorneys are pleading with the court for a 2-month postponement of his trial, which was originally scheduled to begin on May 5th, citing the abundance of fresh material that has to be examined. It's funny, since they were all certain that there was no proof at all just a few weeks ago. They're suddenly overloaded. It did not impress the judge. Diddy's camp is still attempting to assign responsibility, claiming that prosecutors failed to provide important documents on time. It sounds like a lot of stalling and finger-pointing. The court made it plain that there would be no further delays, regardless of whether they were really overwhelmed or were attempting to buy time. Diddy may want to reconsider his movements if he believed he could dance around this. The passing of Aaron Carter. Jane Carter, Aaron Carter's mother, is not taking it easy as everyone attempts to put a tidy bow on her son's death. No. Since the circumstances surrounding Aaron's last days appear more like a mystery book than a solved case, she has every right to be suspicious and is out here seeking answers. Let's first establish the scenario. In November 2022, Aaron was discovered dead in his bathtub. The official narrative was that he accidentally drowned while under the influence of drugs. Isn't the case closed? Not even close. The information Jane Carter has disclosed is quite disturbing, and she has been screaming from the rooftops that her son's death doesn't line up.
I got a call. The first thing, I got a call from my daughter, Angel, and she said that Aaron was found in the pool. So then I found out later that he was found in a tub, and it just, everything, the stories just kind of kept changing. But I was very concerned because, you know, he had obviously had a lot of people that were harassing him on the internet.
A lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
We met him through Rodney Jerkins. He was in the studio recording.
Right.
And when he wanted to meet the both of us.
When Michael met you, he was very interested in you, wasn't he?
No, I don't think he was interested like everybody portrays him to be. No.
And when Michael Jackson was alive, you are backing him, you are up his ass, you are kissing his ass, you are there to testify for him under oath. And then when he dies, you decide that that's a good time to come out. No, what you're doing is you're actually stomping on an icon and a legend's. He got mad at what I was talking about, airing out his dirty laundry. And so basically, this smear campaign started on me. Cancel culture, like.
To begin with, Aaron had disclosed to others that he was being threatened just a few days before to his passing. He wasn't evasive either. He informed his teammates and those closest to him that he felt threatened and that someone was pursuing him. Furthermore, this wasn't only sporadic paranoia. Aaron felt certain that something was happening. We still don't know whether it had to do with money, individuals from his background, or anything more sinister. However, the man sounded afraid and wasn't just acting this out for publicity. The situation becomes much murkier at this point since his phone was missing when his death was discovered. Consider this. In 2022, it is almost unheard of for someone to be without a phone. There was no sign of the phone in the home or the restroom. It just disappeared. Jane's query is the same as everyone else's. Who takes a bath without using their phone? More significantly, why would it vanish after he passed away? Calls, messages, voice notes, threats, and receipts are all stored on phones. Aaron would have had the proof on his phone if he had been speaking the truth about being threatened. Yet, poof, gone. Not only is it odd, but it's terrifying. Jane has been sharing pictures from the incident with the public, which is brave of her, but she wants to make a statement. She claims that the police handled her son's death like any other troublesome celebrity tale. dismissing it too quickly due to his drug problems. Jane, however, is not going to accept that. She claims that rather than being dismissed, her kid deserved a thorough examination. She also brought up Aaron's propensity for oversharing and live broadcasting. If he felt really threatened, he would have warned the world, and he sort of did, but not enough people were listening. The indications were there, the strange texts, the threats, the lost phone, but no one took them seriously, and that's what's eating away at Jane.
This is Aaron Carter. I want to verify that this is actually my GoFundMe page. There's been a lot of misdirection that I've had to do in order to protect myself from being the silence breaker for my brother, who is a rapist. And now they're after my life. My whole family is after my life. And they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. And Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million. Don't f***ing, you don't know nothing, man. Otherwise, pay a little bit more attention. But Def Light, you fucking wrong for this, just for saying that shit. That's why Nick had to put allegedly in there, or I would have sued the fucking shit piss out of him. So don't even come at me with that shit, man. I come with facts, receipts, and evidence.
Do you regret ever getting involved in...
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old because when I did MTV Cribs, the day that I had to go show off that house, my mom and my dad told me, we're getting a divorce, but you still have to go do this. I had to go show off all the stuff my whole life that was going to be taken away from me.
I was in another place, and I saw things happen to Aaron and saw things happen to all these people, and I couldn't do anything because I was someplace else. I couldn't help you. That in itself is what makes it hard, because I wanted to go in there and scoop up. But you guys weren't even 18 years old. You couldn't escape.
It got bad when I was about 15 years old.
To be fair, Aaron wasn't a hermit who kept to himself. He was blogging often, working on songs, and even discussing going on tour once again. Yes, his last postings on social media were strange.